Well,
So, and this will play into the next discussion that we have, but the idea of the architectural critic, we spent a lot of time talking about this in our discussion of the Odd Couple
mhm,
between Johnson and Frank Lloyd Wright. That Johnson was really a critic, and that he, in creating this entire industry of architectural criticism,
mhm,
for people who, well, Johnson ultimately became an architect, but most of the architectural critics have never been architects. In many cases, aren't educated as architects,
yeah,
and so seeking their opinion or their approval, or having them comment on your work, just in one sense. And I told my students, last night, it was like, it, pisses me off because it's so, and I have just discussed this. It's so hard to get a building built. It's an onslaught from day one. From the design all the way through the construction, and to seek other people's opinions about this or that uh, is, is tantamount to disaster. So the fact that Ghiberti opened himself up to this criticism and Brunelleschi shunned all of that, created this really nice contrast between the two characters.
mhm,
So, and part of it, I think Brunelleschi already had in his head how he was going to build the dome,
yeah,
and that the doors, the doors of San Giovanni was just a prelude to this competition that he was going to face really for the rest of his life. Uh,
mhm,
and so, again, we talked a lot about that as a group. You know, what benefit is it, to have people that you're competing with? They push you, they drive you. I mean, I think that the fact that Gilberti came so close to, well, first of all, he won the first
mhm.
competition in essence, or at least he tied.